Alrighty, we should be live. So, thanks everyone if you're tuning in from the Escape AoE stream. We have the finals for the Underused Cup coming right up between Kaiserklein and Mitoe. So, these two players have met a lot before in a lot of different tournaments. Always great games. I'm looking forward to it. So, I'm casting with bwinner today.
Yes. Yeah, I'm quite happy to see this series. This is these two players I play really a lot together. They are good friends, and they met several times in a tournament.
Yeah, it seems like they're always getting matched up together in the brackets, but in this time it's the finals, so of course it's gonna happen. So
they both.
Yeah, they didn't meet before.
A very good run.
Yeah.
And yeah, we are gonna start soon. We just need to wait because we have a technical problem with Mitoe pasting Kaiser by accident. He joined the game, with this thing.
Yeah.
But we should start soon. And yes, so let's have a look at the bracket to see what happened to this tournament for these two players. So Mitoe, he won versus Alligator 92, and then Birdcall. So these two players, they are a bit easy to beat for Mitoe, I think. And then there was Optimus Prime, which is a strong player. Mitoe won 2-0 against him in the round of 8. Then Mitoe just defeated Lord Raphael 2-1, so that's an impressive win. And he is now in the final. While on the other side, Kaiserklein, he won versus Savory Beef. So this one is quite easy for Kaiser. But then he had Age of Killer, so that can be tricky, especially in a best of one. Then he had Sampukunku, so he's definitely a good player. And he attacked Kaiserklein won 2-0, and he also won 2-0 against Taban, who is he's qualified for the LAN, so top 8 player in this regard. So that's really strong run for both players.
Yeah, they both had good runs to the bracket. I'm looking through it now. Couple upsets jump out at me. I see Optimus Prime beat Azamp 1-0 in the round of 16. A little surprised to see that, but Az is inconsistent, so you never know. You took a game off Lord Raphael too. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, somehow with Ottomans,
Oh, bwinner auto, of course. What was the matchup? I didn't see that one.
One as Ottomans versus Iroquois.
Okay.
I also won versus Knishan Bar with this matchup today, so it was a good one for me.
Yeah, Aero's a pretty good civ too, so that's a nice win.
Well, I was Ottoman. Yeah. So let's see for this. What's the map pool for the final?
Let me pull it up. We have Bengal, Colorado, Adirondacks, Mendocino, Manchuria.
Okay. So that's quite different from the other one.
Yeah, I like the way that the map pool is configured in this tournament. How it sort of, it's the same pool of maps, but you don't see them in every round, and I like it. Bengal was the round of 64 map, and I like how it comes back for the finals. It's a fun one to play on.
Yeah, I like that it's not the same map as for the New Year Championship, because we saw them enough, I think, especially since we're gonna see them again for the line, I believe. So yeah, that's good to have a change.
Yeah, definitely. The one thing to point out is that Bengal is the only no TP map in in the map pool for this finals. So definitely
Yeah.
should figure. You know, I think that should factor into civ picks if you have a civ that you want to play, which typically, you know, you would substitute it out for another one on a TP map. You know, this might be the map to bring it out, but yeah, I wonder. I'm curious what they'll pick.
Yeah. Also, what's interesting is that Kaiser is kind of known for playing these standard civs, which are German and French. So these civs are banned here, and he still manages to go to the final. So that's interesting, especially like since it's on an OTP map also, so it reduces the civ pool as well again. So that could be tricky for Kaiser, but we will see. Oh, and there was something I wanted to mention. That for this tournament, the half of the donations will go for the tournament pool. So the winner of the tournament will get them. And also, I would like to thank How to Talk Please Help, who donated $200 earlier today. So a big thank you for that. Will help us to run more tournaments for ESOC, and also will go 100 of them will go to the players, as I said.
Yeah, that's a huge donation. Thanks so much. How to Talk Please Help. I like that name. I've seen them in the chat before. I wonder if it's someone's Smurf or not. Who knows? But definitely big thanks for that. As bwinner said, how the donations work. I think that's cool. I hope that happens again for, you know, weekend tournament or something where half of all donations just go directly into the ongoing prize pool. I like what it adds to the tournament. I mean, players don't really know what they're playing for. The stakes could always increase. So
yeah, that's a good idea.
Looks like Kaiserklein has greened up with Aztec, which is interesting.
Yeah, I didn't see him playing the civ that much, but I think he practiced them for the Warshift tournament that happened like 1 year ago or something. So I think he knows how to play them, but still it's not at all one of his main civs.
Yeah, I've definitely an odd one, I think. I don't know if Mitoe. I think Mitoe is still sort of getting some fresh breath, but I wonder. I don't really know how this matchup goes. It seems tough for Dutch. I think. I think the Aztec rush would be too much and would overwhelm the banks. I think Mitoe likes Aztec mirror. I don't remember. It's the Underused Cup. I play standard civs too. I'm out of my element here.
Yeah, I saw this matchup of Aztec versus Dutch on not TP map. I remember seeing it on the New York Championship, but I don't remember who was playing. But it was one of the last match. I think it was Kinesi versus Taben. Let me check. Yeah, there was Kinesi versus Taben in there was this match on Tar Desert, and Kinesi won as Aztec. And I remember it was an interesting game.
Yeah, that sounds interesting. Okay, Mito says sure, whatever, let's Dutch. So, all right, here we go. We're gonna jump into game number 1. This is a best of 5 series, the finals of the ESOC Underused Cup. The main civilizations that cannot be used in this tournament are Brit, France, Germany, Russia, and India. So, bit of an interesting dynamic going on here.
Yeah. By the way, I think I know why Kaiser played Aztec. I think he did that to prevent Mitoe to go for China, because China is one of the main Mitoe's, and it's quite good on this kind of map with no TP on the livestock.
Yeah, that's a good point. China would be good here. But nonetheless, Dutch versus Aztec. So in the color teal cyan is Mitoe playing Dutch in the west, and in the east is Kaiser in deep blue playing Aztec. So this map generally has a couple good wood treasures. See if we can find them. Got one up there. And then here's the big 90 wood, which I imagine will be contested at some point in H1.
Yeah, and also it was a gold start, which is very good for Dutch because Aztec just do nothing with the gold. Why it just helps Dutch a lot. Like you can age up quite faster with the gold. Usually you can age up 14 with the gold star.
Yeah, the coin start is very nice, as you said. Looks like Kaiser is using his warrior priest to maybe help get a treasure or something. Kind of just dancing now, but yeah, yeah. Both players having fun. Both know each other pretty well and have played a lot of matches. So, but
yes, they are joking.
yeah, but don't. Still, it's going to be competitive. These guys are competitive. Don't be fooled. Yak count looks like it's in favor for the Dutch player. He's got 5 to Kaiserklein's 1.
Oh yes, the envoy probably helped a lot in gathering yaks.
Yeah, although I suppose they're technically water buffalo, so.
Oh yeah, my bad.
No, I said yak, dude. It's, one syllable versus like 5. Like it's much easier to say. So pretty standard stuff. 3 bills coming out for the Aztec player, and yeah, Mitoe getting snared. This is this is pretty big. And what does that mean? It's Kaiserklein can probably pick up this 90 wood.
At the same time, I'm not so sure Mitoe lose this fight if he just like brings his envoys and he can quackshot the lions if ever the lion try to help. So I'm not so sure why Mitoe runs from it.
Yeah, I don't know. He's deliberately moved his envoy over to Kaiserklein's TC. I think he's valuing scouting more, although now it looks like it's getting pulled over. Either way, I think Mitoe will actually be able to keep his explorer, even if he doesn't break the snare, which, he can still get back without dying. But real quick, we had a donation for a couple bucks from my PR is 50. Thanks for that. $1 goes to the prize pool of this tournament. So, yep.
Well, $50 more for the player.
One.
By the way, yeah. Did you reset the score?
I did now. Yeah, I knew that when you said by the way, I knew I forgot that. So, yeah, it is 0-0. My mistake, everyone. This is game 1, and yeah, Aztec is getting the 90 wood. I think Mitoe was trying to deny the XP by trying to finish off that last tiger, but I think Aztec still got that 30 experience, which is pretty good. So,
indeed.
Oh wow! And now Warno donated $50. So it says early preview of the LAN finals, potentially. So I don't know if the brackets have come out for that tournament yet. How the seeding?
Does.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't remember whether Mitoe and Kaiser are in the same group or not.
Yeah.
I think that there is a group with Mitoe, Kaiser, Jaruga, and what's his name? The friend of some Prince. Sorry.
Prince. Yes. Yeah. That makes sense. I'll have to look into that. 700 wood coming out for Kaiserklein first. So I suppose that's what Aztec does, but it's indicating he's not going to be doing something all in, right? Just standard, probably contain, probably try to go for timing. Holes coming down for Mitoe. What do you think of this Rax? Do you think it's too far forward, or?
It can be dangerous indeed because yeah, it's exposed, and also I'm not sure about Kaiser's build. Well, I'm not really good at playing Aztec, but from what I have seen from the other players in this match and this kind of match in general, I have seen three warrior priests first cards in general, and then trying to get a nice timing in H2 with a lot of XP coming from the fire pit on these three warrior priests. So I'm not sure about 700 wood first, but we will see.
Yeah, I like that a lot. The idea of sending 3 warrior priests first. I don't really play a lot of Aztec, and it's not a civ that you get see played very often, but I just like on paper how that sounds in this matchup. But looks like Kaiser's going to be going for this sort of Garya-esque kind of coyote start. The shipping 10 weights too, so he wants to do some damage here, but this wall and building placement is really nice for Mitoe. However, the skirmisher's taking damage from the mace Holton through the wall, and looks like Minutemen are going to have to come out to handle this.
Yeah, and he lost one villager in the process already.
And he's going to lose another villager. However, it looks like all of the coyotes are going to get cleaned up, but they are getting some good damage on the skirms.
Oh, the third villager is going down, so...
Yeah.
Oh, and the pipes are a bit useless now. So, I'm not sure. I think it's good for Kaiser.
I think so too. I mean, Mitoe lost 3 villagers for actually only 4 coyotes and 2 mace. Like that's a really nice trade. Of course, it's not game yet. I think ultimately Dutch wants to maybe age, but that was a nice little timing that Kaiser hit with the 10 mace and coyotes before the 8 pikes arrived. Now with the 8 pikes, he's going to be able to hold his base pretty well with just skirmishers.
Yeah, no, he shipped 5 villagers, and Kaiser is ahead in eco.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. Mitoe's only at 2 banks, building, no, just at 2. So he's actually trying to push out here.
Yeah, but he shipped wood at the same time, so I don't think he will really push now. He's eating the yaks as well, so I think he wants to build more banks.
Yeah, his economy is not great. I mean, he's 2 banks and no market. Meanwhile, Kaiserklein at least has hunting dogs, so you know, even though those aren't factored into the graph here, it plays a part. And Mitoe feels like he's not in a great spot to be losing 3 bills with only 2 banks, you know. But third one coming down.
Yeah, so he will be a bit ahead in eco after he builds this bank, but the bank is costly, so as a result, he will be behind in military again, I think, probably.
Yeah, I think so too.
Oh, second bank. I
yeah.
mean, a fourth bank.
So now he's going to be operating more so on. He's going to be operating on most cylinders. I guess 5 banks. I would say all cylinders. But anyways, okay. Kaiser says, "Wow, that is pretty bad." What a noob player.
But he has the free warrior priest out now, so he can revive it pretty quickly.
Yeah. I like warrior priests so much. It's just a cool. It's a cool unit, cool dynamic, I think. And yeah, I don't like dancing with villagers. It feels very bad. But okay, Kaiserklein is trying to push in here. Mace again, going to be taking some shots on the villagers through the wall. Mitoe, you know, a little bit more cognizant this time, not losing some. But that explorer looks like it's going to go down, and CM is coming in too, Colonial Militia. So looks like Mitoe's content to be holed up here.
Yeah, I'm not sure about Colonial Militia because it looks like he holds anyway. So I don't know. It may be overrated.
Yeah.
Because Kaiser. Oh well, I actually I guess that Kaiser can't really age up, so he will probably continue to push. Oh, he got one villager.
Yeah, that was sloppy from Mitoe. Smart from Kaiser.
Yeah. And one problem for Mitoe is that since he invested all the wood into the market and the banks, then he has no houses, so he already bought some wood in the market, but he can't do that forever, and that's expensive and reduces his military mass.
Yeah, and this is one thing I've noticed when I play Dutch is that I'll build a market and then I won't have wood for upgrades. Like I'll build a market and my banks, I'll be like, oh crap, I don't even have 50 wood for honey dogs, and that's what we see. So Mito has this market; it's helpful for trading, but it's still not contributing to the efficiency of his bills.
Yeah, so that's not so, like, the market wasn't so valuable here. Like a house would have probably been better, but
Yeah,
at least it makes the macro a bit easier because like you can finish your batch by selling a bit of food or this kind of stuff
yeah,
when you
definitely.
need.
And Mito's up. Meanwhile, Coyote Combat coming out for Kaiserklein, but seems like Kaiser wants to make this go time, but I don't know. I mean, well, Mito's not spending his shipment, but he should be sending 8 Reuters. But with CM here, I think he's just macroing for the pop, and I think it's cute. I think
Yeah,
this is going to be
and
huge.
I
He's going
think
to clean.
yeah, yeah, it
Yeah,
will be easy to hold with this.
and so now, I mean, because Mito's built his base this way, it's all
Oh,
the more complicated for Kaiserklein to get out.
yeah, and I think Kaiser didn't realize that there was CM in before
Yeah,
because he told it.
yeah, I think you're right. That was, yeah, good trade for Mito. And Kaiserklein forced to retreat. All he has really are just Coyote runners, which are not going to cut it versus Fortress Dutch composition. And only one War Hut. Um, he's not even on 10 Warrior Priests yet. So looking favorable for Mito.
Yeah. However, the economic population is the same. This is what Kaiserklein has so far. But yeah, as you say, the Raiders are really good versus Coyotes, so that could be tough.
Yeah.
His positioning is quite good for Kaiserklein, though.
Yeah, that was really nice positioning. And these skirmishers can't really kite. In fact, they would just be kiting back into the War Hut, which could have more coyotes in queue. Yeah, pretty decent trade for Aztec. It looks like Mito's gonna have to sack some skirmishers to be able to get out. And well, those coyotes
Yeah,
aren't
and
so bad. Like with Coyote Combat and the fire pit.
yeah, they did very okay. And also, Mito is starting to be on berries with his and no map.
Yeah, and Aztec just kind of cleaned there, and it's like more stream of coyotes, and it seems like Mito wasn't really at. Maybe should have waited for critical mass or something. Kind of fighting with, the fortress
Oh.
compositions are great, but it's very easy to be snared by H2 melee units like that. Just get overwhelmed.
Yeah. And also another problem, and I think that's why Mito pushed, is that he still has no infrastructures. Like he has no stable actually. So like he is
Yeah,
a bit slow as units.
yeah, you're right, and he's only adding a stable, and I think I agree with Mito. I think Mito's lost. I don't. It seems silly, but this H2 Aztec seems to be working out. And like you said, he's on berries. He only has 4 banks. Um, Meanwhile,
To
now
be
he's,
fair,
he's
I don't know. I would maybe still prefer to be Mito here.
maybe I guess it's tough. Um, 10 warrior priests now, so yeah, that's good.
Oh, yes, that's really good.
Yeah,
But yeah, Mito has this hands for him now, so he can start to gather food a bit more efficiently.
yeah, he should eat them. Ooh, he's gonna get some
Yeah,
nice coyotes. This is helpful.
yeah, and he knows as a stable, so be able to mass some cav, which he really needs.
Yeah, honestly, the addition of some hussars would be like pretty good. And he's just sent a shipment, I think, for hussar with a batch of 5 would be really nice because, of course, Aztec's only anti-cav in Age 2 is the pike unit, which is not ideal. Have to bring them to the front or to the front of the lines, and then they just get mowed down. So
Yeah, they can be sniped pretty fast. What they have though is the big button for TC, which can be useful to defend cav. Oh, but he
yeah,
shipped 6 Pumas actually.
yeah, looks like he's maybe anticipating that. Oh no, these 4 villagers. Mitoe, stop typing! Come on. Alright, he looks like he's gonna lose 2. But 4 Hussars does come from that shipment, and I think this is maybe go time. Veteran upgrade, Dot, and Q. Actually, 5th bank coming down, so maybe Mitoe will still just stay.
I don't really understand this 5th bank. I don't know. I think he needs rather to make small units and try to push out rather than building a 5th bank. At this point.
Definitely pros and cons to both. I don't know. I like it, but I like anytime eco is made, so that's just my play style. But looks like he's gonna be able to deny this war hut, which is pretty huge. I mean, Aztec still only has 1 production facility, and the military pops. I mean, Aztec is up 20, so it's really gonna have to come down to technology and micro here in this fight.
That was a nice pull tweak from Mitoe to come up in a good position.
Yeah, Pumas are on the Hussars, which is not great, but looks like they're getting picked off, and now we have 4 Hussars right on top of the maze. Coyotes are getting cleaned up. This looks like a pretty good fight for Dutch. That Explorer is pretty huge, 750 under unit. And actually, Coyotes are cleaning up the Hussars, so... yeah, there's a lot here for Kaiserklein, and every time I'm a little surprised, and he's pushing Mitoe back.
I think it was a bit misleading due to the fire pit attack dance, which makes the Coyotes quite strong.
Yeah, definitely. And but a few more Hussars now getting pushed back. And Mitoe has villagers at this coin mine, and he's not going to be able to defend that. He's going to have to pull back. Oh, this is looking really bad for Dutch. But he's just going to keep them there because he can't.
I think he will resign.
Yeah, I mean, 8 skirms coming out, but he's just losing villagers as well as units, so that's bad.
And I still believe that this bank was a big mistake, and like if it has been 5 more units, it could swing the fight the other way. So maybe the bank has lost the game.
Yeah, you could be right. Maybe questionable decision. To a second stable, I think we're going to see a full Huss switch cheese. I think that's his only way to get back. Units in queue? No, I guess just skirmishers. So he's building a bank? Or I mean a church? I'm confused now.
Maybe, I don't know, he wants to send the church card on mixed warriors? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, he could do that. Why did he make the second stable? I don't know. I guess he just really needs Reuter protection that much.
Yeah, that's strange.
But so I guess that makes sense. Oh, look at this war hut. That's aggressive. I think the explorer's line of sight saw that. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, it won't go up.
Yeah, a little greedy from Kaiser. 600 coin. I guess he's gonna try to H now.
Oh, well, if he manages to H, he probably wins. But if Mitoe can take this opportunity to push out, then it could be good for Mitoe. So, yeah.
Yeah, it could be. This could be a window that he needs.
Yeah, because Mitoe is really critically running out of resources now. There is only 600 gold in the mine, and he's eating the last animals of the end, and there is even no berries. So yeah, he really needs to push out very soon.
Yeah, you're right. And Kaiserklein electing not to age with that coin, I was mistaken, which I think is the right decision. Um,
Yeah,
because, like you said,
and
Mitoe.
actually,
Yeah.
yeah. I wanted to say that I think I know why he built the church. It's because he had really very not much food left, so he wanted to spare it and use some gold to make straw jots rather.
Yeah, maybe that'll be good. Here, we'll see. He's still down 30 pop in the military unit, but looks like we do have an engagement. Coyotes wants to keep these Stradiots alive, but can't get picked off by the pikes.
Oh,
Ooh. And villagers on this mine tanking. Coyotes still though, all up in the skirmishers' grill, not really kiting a whole lot. Looks like this is going to be good for Aztec. Stradiots
yeah, it's gonna be there.
taking the long way down to the mace, but there are still Puma Spearmans here alive to take care of them. And yeah, that's a GG.
Yeah, that's GG.
Interesting. Game one goes in favor of Kaiser.
Yeah, the problem is that when there is such big mass of units, it's really hard to micro against Aztec with this composition because you need to snipe all the Pumas really fast, and it's really hard to do.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, just villager count, like Mitoe is always kind of losing some. Let's look at some of these trades. Yeah, just really good trades for Kaiser every engagement, especially that first one at 12 minutes.
Oh, yeah, indeed, actually. I
Yeah.
think a lot of low HP Minutemen, to be fair.
Yeah, good point. Little misrepresented there, misleading.
But yeah, then Mito was always a bit behind.
Are you back in ESO? Ah, there it is. My game.
Yes.
My game took a while to go back, so.
I think they didn't host the game yet.
Yeah, scrubs.
Well, let's wait a bit. I think they will. Okay, so what's the second map again?
What's that?
What's the second map again? No.
Oh, let's see. I keep.
Colorado.
Yes, I keep having like the rules and the maps open, and then I close the tab for some reason. Like once I find out the information, and then I always have to find it again. It's kind of dumb. But yeah, Colorado. That 4 TP map, decent hunts, decent mines. I mean, pretty standard. Got some good H1 treasures.
Yeah. So I don't know what civ to expect here. Maybe I think we can expect some Ottomans from Kaiserklein.
That'd be interesting.
Because he likes to play them on Colorado, I believe.
I haven't seen much Kaiser auto before. Unfortunately.
Already?
Yeah, I just don't get. I don't have enough time to watch streams because I have a job now, and he's like Europe, so the time zones don't really align, which kind of sucks.
Okay.
But
yeah. To be fair, Kaiser streams a lot with the US time because he streams a lot with the night in Europe.
That's true. Sometimes I'll come home from work and I'll play some games that he casts, and then I'll go to bed before he stops streaming. Like, it's insane.
You go to bed before him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. But anyway, he plays a lot of Ottomans, but at the same time, I know that Mitoe is quite good versus Ottomans with several civs like China and Japan. So okay, so real coin for Kaiserklein.
This makes sense. Euro is a good civ for Kaiser. It factors well into his like you said, kind of standard playstyle, semi-FF with TPs, etc. And Eero is shaping up to be a pretty good semi-FF civ, it looks like. They've got pretty darn good skirm gun units in H3, which, and also, you know, they have rushing potential and aggressive options, so pretty solid pick. I know Kaiser's been playing them a lot lately. I'm not sure what to...
Really good.
I don't know what I'd pick to counter it. Like, does Eero have a counter civ? I don't know.
A counter civ to Hero-Crisis? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
People say it's counter Hero, but I personally don't know how it works for Wheels. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Especially with those, you know, 5 civilizations being out banned for this tournament. You know, I don't know if there's a counter civ for it. But Mitoe electing for the mirror, so he says, "I'm just gonna play this better than you." I guess that's how mirrors work, and we shall see.
Yeah, I don't really know how this match works. I don't remember ever playing it nor seeing it, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I feel like maybe you'd have to go back to the tournaments from a long time ago where it was just like Eero Mirror and Auto Mirror on EP. I wonder if it plays out similarly on EP or not, but...
Well, it can be quite different.
Right. But they... Oh, what was the start? Was it a Woodstart or
Woodstart?
Okay. See, on Woodstart...
Yeah, so...
I think they play similar to RE Eero on a Woodstart.
Well, you still have only 100 wood at the start, so it's not so easy to go for a TP, actually. Like, I think Mitoe is going for it. Actually, they are both going for it. They are chopping wood a lot, but this is not so obvious that you do it. A lot of people still don't build the dredging post with the wood start.
Yeah, so I was definitely wrong. I don't play Eero. I should play more Eero, but yeah. First,
actually, Mitoe got wood treasure, and I think he will. Oh no, he won't. He will still miss the first pass. He would have been really good, but he slightly misses. So
yeah,
that's almost good. but not.
It was almost good, just like you said. And it looks like Kaiserklein is building a TP2 right in the mid. I mean, this one's close to Mitoe's base, so you know, I want to say that Kaiserklein is going to be aggressive this game.
Yeah, could be, especially since this house is also exposed.
Yeah, you don't really want to just lose a house, especially in the early game, that can mess up your macro by quite a lot. And Snuka Clubman gonna be nice. Ooh, 110 wood. Dang.
Yeah, this treasure is really OP.
Yeah, and it's only like 3 cougars, which is, yeah, not that bad. Ooh, nice cover mode by Kaiserklein on that Nuka.
Yeah.
And he's gonna try to chase down this Explorer. It is faster. Speed 5 versus 4.5.
Yeah, but he's close to his base, so he should win, I believe.
Yeah. Good point. Shipment sent 3 villagers for Mitoe, and 3 villagers for Kaiserklein. Let's look at decks real quick. They look almost identical.
There is this H1 card for the Warchief from Kaiser.
Yeah.
Which, I've never seen, but
I guess it makes sense. Like, imagine if this matchup just played out in extended H2, you're gonna run out of cards to send, and having a beefier Explorer might be like a good late colonial card to send. I don't know.
It's not a big buff because it's on H1 stats, and also unlike the European Explorer card, it doesn't give a dog. It gives the ability to train some wolves, but I don't think these wolves are any good, so that's
I see.
less.
Interesting. Sounds kind of fun. But big contention here. Oh, Mitoe gets it. And it looks like this nuke will get out of there. He'll get out of there, I guess. But
I don't know why Kaiser crackshots this Treasure Guardians, because he should know that it doesn't work on Treasure Guardians.
right, it doesn't really do any damage, like less than a normal shot, which is strange. So both players are aged up with the travois. So placement of that.
Let's see where they place it.
Yeah.
Okay. Mitoe is a bit more defensive than Kaiser, as we expected from his trading post placement.
Yeah, definitely. And oh, that Nuka's gonna get some good siege on there. What was yeah, I casted a game earlier today where someone got Nuka Treasure versus Zero on the same map and like started sieging their longhouse at like 1 minute, and they had to react or else they were gonna lose their house. So that war hut's like almost half HP.
Yeah. But the Nutka is dead at least.
Yeah.
So that's just gonna be like he will have to pay a bit of wood. How much will that be? Like 50 or 60, actually 60 wood or something. So that's not the end of the world.
Yeah. So 5 villagers coming out first for Mitoe and 4 Kanyas first for Kaiserklein. So discrepancy in the builds. You know, I think he wants to get those Kanya in base without having them be scouted, but oh, he sees that he started this treasure, and I think he's gonna go in there.
Yeah, but well, no, I thought that guy will steal the treasure, but actually not. On the summer, Kaiser feels quite behind in this game. Like, has 1 shipment less.
Yeah,
and he did nothing with the cav.
Yeah, that's already definitely seems like a mistake. Mitoe's just up 5 villagers, and Kaiserklein can't even defend this trading post. It's like you said, a little.
However, with the arenas, maybe he can defend.
Yeah.
But Mitoe has a counter composition, kind of.
Yeah, he's gonna win the cav war just fine, and then get right on top of those hyenas. I wonder if we'll see a big button pop from either player.
It doesn't look like that. Yeah, and it looks quite bad for Mitoe already.
Yeah, or for Kaiser, it looks like Mitoe's ahead.
Oh yeah, sorry for Kaiser.
Yeah, that's no problem. And I mean, yeah, so he won that fight, and he's up 5 bills. So that's a good spot to be in. And his Explorer is way more HP. That trading post can be sieged down later, and he's just gonna push on. Nope, he's turning back. I wonder if there are enough.
Actually,
yeah, I don't know if there are enough units here for Mitoe to be this aggressive though.
Yeah, a lot of units popped from the warheads.
Yeah.
It's no a bit close. However, I think it's still fine for Mitoe.
Yeah, I think so too. Man,
especially because he has a war chief.
Yeah, okay, yeah, good point. That war chief is huge, and tracking down this guy is very important. Ooh, we got a notification. Interjection videos, just subscribe. Cool. Thanks, enter.
Nice.
Unless it's the fake enter, then that's bad. But
well, that's still good if you subscribe.
That's true. Give us your money. So Mitoe trying to keep his his Explorer alive. Looks like he's gonna get out of there, you know, just barely, and that's GG.
Yeah, well played from Mitoe, and yeah, that was just a better strategy.
Yeah, he just had a better build, and then the herding was poor by Kaiser.
But also the fact that Mitoe got this trading post earlier, maybe, or maybe he's got a XP treasure, I don't know, but his shipment were all quite earlier.
Yeah, that's a good point, and definitely huge in a mirror where you're usually sending the same things. As we saw, 5 bill versus 4 Kanya, a bit of a discrepancy that seemed to just play out in Mito's favor. And yeah, you just get so much value from those 5 bills. And with the defensive war hut, he was totally fine. So that evens up the series 1-1, best of 5. So let's see, next map I want to say is Adirondacks. We shall.
Yeah, Adirondacks indeed.
So I like that map. I think I liked it more when you couldn't ship boats to it, when it didn't have home city flags in the water point. Because I like the idea of just sea booming without someone ruining it with a 2 caravel or something. But
is that true? That's also a bit standard because there is like a TP line without real very good stagecoach. Like you can stagecoach, but it's one not so good stagecoach because it's hard to prevent the opponent to get one of the TP himself, and you only have 2 for yourself. So
right,
that's
yeah,
not the best.
You can never build the 3rd. It's too close to their home city. And the water only has fish, which is also another thing I like, as opposed to whales, which are, of course, that infinite source of gold, which can be huge in late game. Eventually, if you fish on this map, you're just going to run out of all the resources, and you're going to have to delete your fishing boats. So, granted, it takes a while to do that, but I like that other dynamic.
Yeah, generally people won't go for schooners on this map because then you don't want to make more than let's say 12 fishing boats or something. Otherwise, it's a bit sad to delete them after a while.
Yeah, definitely. So Mitoe locks in Japan, and I feel like that's an interesting one to choose first with. I feel like there are counter civs to it. The first one that comes to mind is China. I don't know how much China Kaiser plays, but
no, he doesn't play China. Like,
yeah,
it's really not a civ he likes. But we could see also maybe some Iroquois against, as there was Iroquois against Taban, or maybe Sioux as well, because he won with both these civs on this match.
yeah, that's a good point. I could see him doing either. I wonder if he'll choose Eero after that game versus Taban, which Otto.
What a
he wants to please the bwinner. So this is interesting. As you said, it's not really a stagecoach map, which is when you usually choose Otto.
Yeah, it makes it a lot harder for this match for Otto, because when there is a good stagecoach, it's honestly a free win for Otto. But on this map, it can be a bit tricky. I don't know. I'm not very sure. Maybe Otto still wins, but we will see, because Kaiser, he likes to do big timing in H2, especially on map without a too good stagecoach. So I think we will see an H2 timing from Kaiser with Abus guns and Janissaries. The thing is that Abus guns are really good versus Japan in H2 because they are really good at kiting versus infantry Japan can get out.
Yeah, that's a good point, and I think we'll see something similar, some sort of H2 Jan Avis timing. I wonder how Mito's going to play it, because, well, Japan, first of all, is one of those civs where you can do tons of different starts with, right? You can send Heavenly Kami, you can send 3 boats, 300 wood, 2 bills, you can send 3 bills, or 3 boats twice, which is what Mito did last time he played Japan in the previous series. So I think there are lots of ways that Mito can react, and I'll be interested to see what he does. But
yeah, and also, by the way, it's not sure that Kaiser will go for this Janavis build, because I said he will do that because he does that a lot. He likes a lot to go for it. but personally, I would go for a tower FF on this map. So, and I have seen Kaiser doing also a few tower FF those days, so maybe he will choose to do that as well.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to see. Mito got, was that 40 wood in his base? Gonna help his first shrine awfully quick. So even though it is a coin start, which either civilization can use in H1 really.
Well, you say that, but today I won 2 games as Ottomans, not building a TP in H1 and building a mosque and a market.
Oh, that's
So
interesting. Did
like
that,
I did that versus Waffle, and
oh,
it
nice.
worked.
Does that just feel, does it feel pretty good? Or, because I feel like,
Yeah,
I don't
but
know.
the reason why I did that versus today it was because it was on Mendocino, and on Mendocino the TP are really bad. But here I think you just go for a TP because they are much better than on Mendocino.
Yeah. That's an interesting alternative though at the start, because the mosque gives you XP trickle too. Is that right?
Yes, gives quite a lot of XP actually. So it's like 0.7 XP per second, and a normal TP is 1.4 XP per second, but the ones are on Mendocino are like 1 XP or something. So
Oh
we
yeah,
don't
that is pretty
them.
bad. But that's interesting. So Mito getting snared, gonna poof away, but Kaiserklein gonna happen upon this 95 wood treasure. He's actually just gonna crack shot one and then leave. Come back later. Of course, Japan doesn't have the crack shot ability, so they can't steal it very quick. But yeah, Kaiser's gonna have to be careful. Both Japanese explorers are headed up that way.
Yeah, so I think he doesn't want to go for it because it's a bit risky with these explorers.
Yeah.
Because I believe they both scouted it.
Yeah, this is, and the Japanese monks don't have very much HP, so this might be. Oh, he's just done it though. Yeah, he's just.
Why?
Hmm.
Oh, but I didn't notice it was just actually. Did Mito kill one earlier?
No, Kaiserklein crackshotted one and then just walked away. So
Okay, that's why.
yeah, so Mito scouted that and oh,
I
I
don't
can't
know. I don't see.
I can't see Kaiser's explorer. Wow, Mito
Okay,
got it. That's a
Mito,
nice pickup.
yeah. And yeah, eventually that was a good choice to try getting it with stunning one of the Guardian, because otherwise you can't stay here with 2 low HP Explorer and eventually Kaiser gets the treasure. So that was good to try it for Mito.
Yeah, definitely. And he escapes with both explorers alive. Mito does ship 3 boats first in age 1, so I like that. He won't be shipping it twice like he did in the game versus Raphael. I suppose that's a little greedy when you're playing against Ottomans. Kaiserklein is
Definitely.
laying down a second TP, and yeah, there's the tower and coin. So I think we're gonna see that tower FF like you said. I imagine the outpost will go in a fairly aggressive location.
Yeah, and yeah, probably. One thing I would have liked to see from Kaiser is building a mosque and then build a spy, because it denies Japan to boom, and unless you just pay the gold for the spy and not for the mosque, because the mosque is useful anyway. It's really good for Ottomans.
Yeah, that's pretty clever. I like that too. And you're gonna use a mosque anyways as Ottoman.
Yeah, I
And then
almost always do that versus Japan.
yeah, that's really clever. I think that would work well. And especially on this map, you know, it's not like there aren't that many hunts, so you can kind of control the shrining pretty well. You know, he's not going to be everywhere on the map, like if it was, I don't know, Kamchatka or something.
Yeah.
But there's that tower placed right on top of Mito's 3rd gold mine, and 6 clubs come out for the Japanese player. And
So
5 Ashi.
So he will get the tower done, actually.
Yeah, I like this.
but then it's good to take the tower down, but it's not always enough because in the end, like he cuts a lot of economy to do that, and Kaiser can just buy the rocks at home, and it's not so just lose a bit of time. But I don't know, Japan loses also a lot.
Yeah, they do. There's a lot of economy potential, but he's also going to get the second trading post, which is nice. It's not just the tower.
Yeah.
And as a result, yeah, all of Kaiser's timings will probably be delayed by about 20 seconds or however long that travel distance is. And he's going to keep pushing with these ashes, so even apply a little bit of pressure to some of these villagers.
Yeah, and I think Kaiser was a bit late to age up. Yeah, this can happen when you have this kind of start and you build the second trading post, then you age up a bit later than you would like. So it makes it a bit harder for him to defend this. Maybe he's gonna lose the second trading post as a result.
Yeah, and there it goes down. He did get the XP pass right before though, which is, you know, a little silver lining. But Mitoe is aging up too, so interesting. He's not opting to playing colonial. He's going to go up, and potentially a window for autos to do a lot of damage in that span. But
yeah, but Mitoe has no rocks so far, actually.
Yeah, good point.
Not sure he will have, so that will be a bit strange for this game.
And Kaiser is aging slow. Let's see, units, no, text in queue, text completed.
Oh, did you read that?
Oh,
that's really smart for Mitoe. I never thought to do this kind of stuff.
Damn. That is cool.
I believe that he shipped 600 wood because you can see from the Japanese shipment, the ×2 is not there anymore when you clicked on the shipment. But then he canceled it and shipped actually 5 ashes to destroy the tower. Because otherwise, maybe Kaiser, if he had seen the 5 ashes, he would probably not have placed the tower so far out of his base.
Yeah, that's insane. It took me a while to catch on what they were talking about. That's really clever. So for those who don't know, Japan, when you're playing them, they can send their cards twice. So a lot of their cards have this ×2. But when they actually send the shipment, the ×2 disappears, such as, you know, on the 600 coin shipment. So what Mitoe did is he sent, oh, that is sad. He sent 600 wood as his first card in H2, and he knew that Kaiser would check to see what card he was sending, and then he canceled it, shipped 5 ashes. So some healthy mind games. And yeah, Kaiserklein aged slow with the galley to kill those 3 fishing boats. Pretty nice pickup from him, but just a slower build.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Well, but that's really good because you will need this wood. So I think he will be very happy to. And the galley was useful already because he killed 3 fishing boats. So in the end, it's like worth of 700 woods of a value, and he still has the galley to control a bit the shore.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Is this for surprise, or does he think this is legitimately faster than walking through mid-map? I'm not sure.
I think it's for surprise, and maybe, yeah, he probably thinks he can find some exposed stuff in the back of Mitoe's base.
Yeah, I mean, the Toshuga will be pretty exposed. He can just pop units on this cliff. I think that should work. Pop units on the cliff. He doesn't have to go all the way down here to the beach. And this
problem is that the reinforcements, like these ones, they are coming from the wrong side. So
yeah, he's gonna get a cheeky couple 2-vil kills though. Oh, just one. Just the army pops up and materializes behind your base. Oh, it doesn't look great for him though. I don't know.
Yeah, I think Mitoe has more stuff, or at least enough to defend, or maybe not. Actually, it's close. Depends on the cannon's micro now, or the sentry.
I mean, those hawks are just too exposed. But they've gotten some good volleys on these Ashy, and the 2 flaming arrows go down. Oh, the final volley hit the consulate. That's unfortunate. Reinforcing Jans come in. Looks like a relatively even trade.
Yeah. But Mitoe is far ahead in eco behind that.
Right.
Even though he didn't go greedy at all, you still have more eco as Japan.
Yeah.
Obviously.
You can't afford to go equal trades as Auto versus Japan. You need to make something happen. And so it was a cheeky maneuver to put them in the boat, but ultimately didn't work out.
Yeah, and no, Kaiser will rely a lot of the Mameluk's timing.
Right. He does.
If he has gold on the way.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't looking at his macro. I think the galley is going to take out that shrine. It's kind of nice.
Oh, yeah.
But a lot of Ashies here. And,
yeah, twice 8 ashes. He has more ashes than Kaiser has Jans. Oh, never mind. That's 23 against 20. But there is Daimo, so maybe Japan will still win if they fight. Oh, 1000 wood from Kaiser, so he won't be shipping MAMs actually.
Interesting. And now Mito's being aggressive, so that's an unfortunate time to receive 1000 wood. Few bills out of position. Ooh, that bill is getting pulled hard. Nice. He's going to lose some houses though, but I guess he did just ship 1000 wood.
Yeah, so that's okay, I guess. So we will see. I guess he wants to build the TC and probably a foundry. Oh, 1000 gold as well. So it can be used to build some stuff from the foundry. I know that Kaiser prefers to do Abyss guns over Falconets usually. So yeah, there is a foundry going up here, as well as a town center.
Yeah, that's interesting. Otto's gearing up for sort of the later game. And like you said, as long as there are Mamelukes, he still has sort of this timing to opt for whenever he wants with them. Very, very strong units.
But at the same time, Mitoe is just aiding some Nagis. So if Kaiser goes for Abyss guns, I'm not sure it will work versus Naginatas, because Naginatas are really good versus Abyss guns. And yeah, he's training Abyss guns. So I believe it will be bad for Kaiser.
I don't think Kaiser ever built a market. So that seems this seems not ideal, but who knows? So all right, Mitoe is trying to engage, pulling back those Jans. Nice job. There's a lot more stuff here for Japan though. 66 to 51 unit count. 5 Abyss come out. It's going to be nice, and he does have the defensive support of this town center. Looks like Mitoe can't make up his mind which way to go.
The problem with making Abyss guns is that they are not veterans, so you need to upgrade them, and then it's some of them. So yeah, he just has 5 H2 Abyss guns, and that's not that good in the end.
Yeah, and he's going to be picking up a bill for his troubles here and force Minutemen out of Kaiserklein. Looks like he wants to track down this army. And 5 Avis coming out to the TC. 2 more vills go down for Auto, and
actually 4 vills, I think.
Oh yeah, there's more there than I thought. But Japan's gonna be able to get out of this without getting caught. Ottoman quickly evened up the military counts, and oh, look at all these idle bills and the Abyss popping.
Oh,
that's
yeah, but these Ashigerus are close to getting caught.
Close, yeah.
It's close.
Depends on they are speedier, but Kaiserklein can take a slightly different angle and cut across here. Lots of Naginata.
Okay, so it seems that the Ashigerus escaped, so I think it's almost over now. It was really one of the last hope for Kaiser.
Yeah, he's got half the economy. And Yeah, Japan can feel very strong, especially when they. Geez, we're only 15 minutes into the game. Yeah, they have a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and Kaiser is sieging shrines while he just lost his foundry. So I
Oh
don't know.
yeah, that got sieged.
Back.
Oh,
Oh, on the distance. Okay, he reacted.
Naginata
Okay.
shipped to the daimyo. That's just a huge army.
Yeah. Yeah, no way Kaiser win.
Yeah, he's gonna try to kite back into these trees and mess up the pathing to the cab, but wow, that's just a lot of Nagis.
Yeah, it's just twice as much army. So.
Yeah, although pretty decent. Well, yeah, that's GG.
Yeah, GG.
So Mito's taking a 2-1 advantage. Kaiserklein has opinions on Japan, and wow, the awards page is all Mito. Most resources, improvements, military, etc.
Oh. Yeah, the thing is that Japan was able to go not greedy at all. Like he didn't ship anything greedy and still outboom Otto very hard. So yeah, I think it was nicely played by Mito to not go greedy at all, because I think that might be the reason why a lot of people lose this match as Japan, is because they ship something greedy.
Yeah,
Not greedy.
I think you're definitely right. Very well played, and it seems like when it's played like that, that the matchup is a rough one for Ottomans. So, hop on out. Let's see. Next map is Mendocino or Mendocino. I don't know how to pronounce it.
I don't know actually, but we might see again some Ottomans from Kaiser, depending on what Mito speak, obviously. But the stagecoach will be a lot better.
Yeah, definitely.
Can you check the Discord?
Yes. Alrighty.
Asked something, but I didn't understand. So.
Oh yeah, he's using some weird lingo. Anyways, thanks for watching, everyone, so far. Hope you're enjoying the coverage. Quick reminder, all the donations that get donated now, half of those will become the prize pool for this tournament, if that makes sense. I said it kind of weird, but if you donate 10 bucks, $5 goes directly into the prize pool of this current tournament, played between Kaiser and Mito in the finals. So if you got one of these players you prefer, you want to sweeten the prize for them, you know, consider a donation. Of course, we appreciate all the money you guys give us. It helps us put on events like this, helps us keep funding tournaments. You know, we like putting out this content and keeping the game alive 1 year at a time. So thank you for all your guys' support. And yeah, I think Kaiser might stay.
By the way, do you know how much money we've got for the prize pool of this tourney so far?
I don't know. We did have a $200 donation earlier, so and I think there's like $100 base prize. So I mean, I think they're playing for, you know, like probably around 250 or so.
Okay. Well, that's not bad for a one-day tournament.
Yeah, no kidding.
So I think it's Mito was to pick first, no?
Yeah.
Oh, he's not so happy about that.
Yeah, because it's winner chooses, and there's China. That seems right. That's the city likes, but
Yeah, I think he just picks his strongest civ at this point. I mean, among the civ he can use.
Right. And what to play into this? Maybe Kaiser goes back to Euro. I don't.
Yeah, I have no clue about Iroquois versus China, but I guess that's an option. What can he do otherwise? Kaiserklein doesn't play Dutch, I believe.
Yeah, not really Dutch.
Maybe I don't know how Spain do versus China. I think China wins this match, right?
Probably. Although the two Falcons would be kind of hard to deal with. But yeah, I think they win. You could play Sue, maybe. You play Sue.
And yeah, as I was saying, Mitoe is really good against Ottoman.
Yeah, you're right. That definitely was true.
I also struggle a lot against him. And with China, he is really good versus Ottomans as well. So I think Kaiser knows it, and that's why he decides that he doesn't want to go for Ottomans again. So we could see some Iroquois. You are right.
Yeah. Have we?
Maybe British as well.
But we can't use it in this tournament.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah. It makes civ picking more difficult, to be sure, because that's like everyone's main civs. They're Sue. So thanks.
Sure.
Vafferx donated $3. Says Kaiser, take my money! Exclaim! 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 So it looks like he's rooting for Kaiser.
Yeah, but Kaiser is not very confident. Apparently.
Maybe. Yeah. Sometimes Kaiser gets like that, but I think he's confident in his heart.
Yeah, that could be. Yeah, I mean, if he picked Sue, he thinks he can win Sue. Otherwise, he would have picked something else.
Right.
But to be fair, I have no clue about this matchup. Do you?
It feels like China does well. I think.
Okay.
But you need Manchus at some point for the engagement. Otherwise,
you go straight H3 with both civs, or those Sue maybe.
I think Sue tries to semi FF and raid. And then if I'm China, I would just semi FF too. I'd probably send like 8 bow, 9 pike, and then probably try to push Sue's trading post or something after I defend. Something like that. I don't know. But then I'd lose because I'm bad. So, like Sue would make more units, I'd delete my army and then cry. So I don't really know.
Well, do you think that Kaiser will try to go for a stagecoach?
Oh, that's a good question. Maybe. Yeah, that could be good. I don't know if it's too slow though. If China will be up and just kill all the TPs, it might be too slow.
I'm not sure.
Unless he stays H2 with just like stagecoach eco, just apply lots of pressure and never really let China mass up. That could maybe work.
I've also seen some people do a really greedy build with Sue, where you camp in your base and H slow to H3 with the bison in the middle of the TPs. And then you don't go out of your base until you get your big button timing. But I don't know how it does versus China, because maybe the snowball of China would just too good at this point.
Yeah, definitely an option though. Play it more eco-centered. Kaiser's on record for saying Sue's broken a lot, so I want to see him show us how the civ can be abused, because I think there's a lot of potential for it that hasn't really been figured out. But okay, we have Mitoe playing China in the northwest of the map in the color cyan, and Kaiser playing Sue in the southeast in the color blue. Both players are going to be looking for their treasures. I think Kaiser wants something with a Renegado or something nice to convert. That's always the problem I have when I play Sue. I run around too much trying to look for a good convert, and then like I don't get treasures.
Ah. Yeah, I see. And yeah, he didn't do this mistake because he converted a beer, and he was right to do this because there was no Renegado to convert on this side of the map.
Yeah, he's a good player. In fact, yeah, the only really Renegado he can get is up here. Yeah, Mitoe's been playing pretty dang well today from what I've seen.
Well, yeah, he has already nothing to prove. He just kicked out Raphael.
That's true. That was an insane series, I thought. It's interesting. He says he's better in the tournament than in ladder. Normally, you'd think maybe that'd be reversed for a lot of players, but both.
Well, the ladder is pretty inconsistent as well. So
Yeah, that's true. Kaiser's right. Ladders don't really matter.
Kaiser has been on top of the ladder for a long time, but no, he's not really good on it currently, I think.
Yeah.
Not he's in the top 10. But he will come back for sure.
Yeah, he's a big stud of a player. Let's see, both players getting tomahawk treasures, so this black bear is gonna get quickly picked apart.
Yeah, and I guess the Chinese Explorer is much stronger than the Sioux Explorer when it comes to fight each other, so
yeah,
Kaiser will just dodge any fight for...
Definitely. And it was a coin start, which is a little sad for both players.
Are you sure? I believe it was foot plus coin start.
Oh.
So that's not so bad for Kaiser, because China, they always get the same start, so for Kaiser it was like a lot of resources still, even though you prefer wood plus food, I guess.
Oh, interesting. I guess I must not know how crates work still. And Age of Empires. I'll figure it out. But pretty good treasuring for Mitoe, it feels like. There aren't really that many treasures left on the map. I guess we have a bear that no one wants. This is a big one if someone can get it.
Yeah, maybe later. And also, this one is really good for Sioux usually, because you can convert one of these two guardians, and then he is as strong as the treasure itself. But it's a bit risky to try picking it now, because Mitoe is just here.
This is super risky. And
but Mitoe is not
paying attention. Yeah.
Oh, that's sad.
So he's gonna get the treasure, but.
However, the Tomahawk has a multiplier against the Sioux Warchief, so maybe it'll be fine. It can be fine for Mitoe.
I think if Mitoe would have like spotted out as soon as he was and started attacking the Sioux Explorer, it might have died. I don't know.
Yeah, but maybe Kaiser will die as well. I don't know.
Right.
Because there's two Tomahawks to deal as much damage for China as one Tomahawk do for versus Iroquois. Versus Sioux.
It would have been a big bloodbath, to be sure. But both players getting out of there with their explorers intact. Kaiserklein laying down a trading post and going straight over here. I think he wants to build another with his
with Age of Wood.
Yeah. Or maybe not. Anywho, first shipment in H2 is going to be important. I imagine, so yeah, we have an M-base stable come down. I imagine Kaiser will ship 5 vills or something. And
Mitoe's... either 5 vills or 700 wood maybe.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, we do see a second trading post.
Yeah, so it could be 700 wood first shipments to get the stagecoach. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. That'll be interesting. Mitoe's chopping a lot of wood in transition and laying down a second village, so I think he's going to stage 2 for a while. And Semi, I think he identifies that Kaiser's making some trading posts. And he thinks he can put pressure on that. Yeah, and he had 6. No, just 5 bills on the wonder. But, oh, he's got to be careful with that villager.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So let's see, 5 villagers for Kaiserklein. So he won't be going for a stagecoach right now, but Mitoe is building a war academy, so we will see some H2 play apparently.
Yeah, and I like this. Oh yeah, batch of 4 come out for Axe Riders. And what is Mitoe gonna send? 700 wood maybe? That seems a little slow, but I think it'll work. I don't know. I just love H2 so much. 9 pikes. I think that's going straight to a trading post.
Indeed. But then they are not defending the village at all.
Yeah, that's a little rough.
Yeah, that will be a lot of idle time. And let me check what units are in queue for Kaiser. Okay, more Axe Riders, because if it had been some Bow Riders, it could be trouble for this spike.
Well, I think, yeah, he should really mix in some Bow Riders. Do you think he's gonna just fight this?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, this is gonna be dirty. Oh, and Mitoe doesn't notice.
Whoa. Yeah, he lost half the HP of the spikes before.
That was insane. Yeah, it would have been better. Oh no!
10 HP.
It would have been better if he didn't notice and just killed the TP. Because I don't think he killed a single Axe Rider. Oh.
No. He barely did any damages to them. They are not even low HP.
Oh, he just deleted 9 pike. That's brutal. Okay. So
no, like he can't defend the Chukonunos. Like he has the sentries, okay, but
yeah, otherwise he can't. That was brutal.
Yeah, so, no. Mitoe tried to ship 700 gold, but since he had to buy for the 2 sentries, he's quite far from aging up. Actually, he doesn't have the resources for it.
Yeah. Oh, that hurts. And Kaiser should just fight this again. But he's gonna go back.
Yeah, I think he prefers to wait until the sentries are low HP to try that.
Yeah, I suppose, and if there's a batch of units in this rack, that would complicate things. But yeah, 3rd TP. I wonder if he's just gonna go siege the other one now. And
yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think we can't see if stagecoach is on the way. Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, Kaiser didn't realize that there was a TP for Mitoe because he tried to build the last one. Maybe because it has been up from the beginning of the game. Okay. Oh, but Mitoe is not aging right now. He built one more batch of unit before.
Yeah. Oh no. I mean, he's aging now, but he's just out of position. Like this. This hurts.
Yeah. Yeah, he will lose everything here.
Yeah.
Oh no. Actually, Kaiserklein decided.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising. I feel like he could crush that, but he wants to. Maybe he wants units to siege his trading post. Okay.
Yeah. Also keep in mind that he doesn't know that Mitoe is aging, so there could have been one more batch on the way from the war academies, or maybe even I don't know some red scouts on the way from a consulate. He's not sure, so he can't really fight that.
Definitely. And Kaiserklein is going to be aging up right behind this, so he's in a pretty good spot. It looks like soon to have 4 TP stagecoach, and if he ages fast, he'll be up like as soon as China.
Yeah, and he's aging now fast, so he will.
Yeah.
And even without the 4 TPs, he already has 2 more villagers than China. However, China is probably aging up with the tower.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, but still, Kaiser will be far ahead in eco with this stagecoach.
Yeah, each one of these is about 3 to 4 villagers, depending on which resource their toggle to, and wow, just loses his racks.
Hmm.
Mitoe can't defend this. This is insane. He's having to build another village to find his base. He doesn't even have a consulate for redcoats for intervention. Oh, he does. Never mind.
Yeah, but I was surprised when he built this village here in the beginning of the game, but then I thought, okay, maybe it doesn't matter since he has a War Academy in front of it, but in the end it was a mistake probably to build this village here.
Yeah, it's just, he just got crushed. He just deleted those 9 pikes, and
Oh, and
turns
Kaiser
out
is
you can't
building
do
a
that.
fire pit.
Yeah. This
So
just,
I think Kaiser wants to siege dance.
this feels so over.
Yeah. Yeah, Mitoe has nothing to defend. The Axe Riders are not upgraded yet, so.
Yeah, I see that. Oh, and I like this. A war hut right in the middle of the map. So yeah, Mitoe is almost kind of forced to send these 11 swords, but with Joaquina's on the way and to be built, this... What do you do against Joaquina Axe Rider? It's just going to decimate, I think.
Yeah, I guess China would need Cav in theories, but the problem with Cav is that then you got a fight for real, and when you have less army, it's not so good to fight.
Yeah. Oh,
Either.
those 5 axe almost got caught. But yeah, Kaiser
Yeah.
really wants to take down this Wonder. He was siege dancing earlier, just trying to take it down. But I think all he has to do is just engage, and then he'll have won the game.
Well,
So.
yeah, Kaiser was waiting for his upgrades. He now has Cav combats and Axe Riders, and now I think he will fight.
Yeah, definitely. And intervention coming out now, but is it going to be enough? You know, both sets of Minutemen are already gone. And this Wonder will die. And
Yeah, that's a lot of XP. Oh, some Cav.
Cav is popping.
Okay, maybe with.
he's pulling those. That's impressive. Just fight, man. Like, come on, you're gonna win the fight, I think.
I'm not so sure actually. There is quite a lot of anti-cav now with interaction. It could be close.
Yeah.
So I understand that Kaiser doesn't fight because he has more eco in the back of it and just has killed a Wonder, so he will have another shipment coming in soon.
True. I probably would have fought and then lost. And he does have these 4 TP stagecoaches, which is just, he doesn't need to fight because he's ahead in eco.
Yeah, like if he fights, maybe he wins, but I'm not sure, and I guess he's not sure either. So that's like you are not sure to win. While if you don't fight, the probability to win is probably higher because you have more eco, and like he has a Cav HP now, and he can just wait for another 3 minutes, and then he will have the big button in addition. So
yeah, the big button will be huge.
so yeah.
Cav HP is an interesting choice. I would have contemplated sending something like 5 rifle riders or maybe 3 dog soldiers.
Yeah, it's strange to ship already something from H2, but I guess he really wanted to ship an upgrade.
Yeah.
In this case, it would have been nice maybe to macro for the Cav HP from H3. Like I mean this Axe Rider plus 20 HP for Axe Riders for 1000 coin.
Yeah.
But I guess he didn't anticipate it, I guess. So
I like that card a lot, and I also like the 14 Joaquinas for 1000 coin plus 20% hit points.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. Santee support. Cool. So he is training actually a few rifle riders. Yeah, there's why doesn't he use his explorer?
Yeah, good question. By the way, I was wondering why Kaiser called this save lame. So
Yeah.
he's giving an answer, at least according to him. But yeah, I guess Mitoe just did a big mistake with his spike in the beginning of the game, so
Yeah, but
we can't really say it was because of the sieve.
I guess it's not over yet. It felt very over a couple minutes ago, but I mean, militaries are equal. All it takes is to win an engagement.
Yeah, on the Manchus, they will do a very good job here, I believe, because there is mainly Cav from Kaiser and Cav, and
Right.
that's better composition from Mitoe.
Definitely a better composition, and we'll see how micro plays into the big engagement. We're getting large armies now. I hope nothing freezes up or spikes, but yeah, both players just massing, trying to get their critical mass.
And Kaiser has no switch to rifle riders.
Yeah, I just like that a lot. So much of China's composition is heavy infantry. You know, also do well versus Cav, and yep, this is gonna be Fort Bills. It's fallen, and Kaiserklein's army is by his town center over there, and he's gonna lose his war hut too. I think maybe. Let's see.
Could be, yes.
There's a lot of siege in this China army if those heavy infantry get.
Yeah. So in fact, Mitoe is in an okay spot actually. It seems.
Yeah.
And there's Cav attack for Kaiser.
Oh yeah, and I like
fight with TPs.
I like those TPs. Mito's gonna kite to get out of that aura, but it looks like it's still go time for Kaiser, and yeah, all this Cav is very beefy, and we have War Dance on back home at the fire pit. Oh, yeah, there is Cav right on top of Joaquina. Those are all falling pretty quick. Oh, but the Dog Soldier Big Button is in, and that's gonna help clean. Redcoats in melee, but the Rifle Riders are DPSing so much behind this.
It's still kind of a close fight.
It is. There are a lot of Manchu alive still.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, I don't know. I think maybe Kaiser still wins here, but that was an okay trade for Mitoe, maybe.
Yeah, that was pretty close. Some consulate muskets coming in right now. Looks like they're a little late. Oh no, he has only 13 export. So yeah, pretty even. 18 to 22 at the end of it all, but Kaiserklein's.
Oh.
Yeah, he's still got the route.
Yeah, and she has the free upgrades still. Yeah. Plus, Mitoe has no map actually, so I guess that's why he resigned.
Yeah, no hunts at all. Kaiserklein's evening it up, so 2-2. Next game, yeah. Match point.
Yeah, the final. So let's see, what will be the map for the last game?
I want to say Manchuria.
Yeah. And the player will be really running out of sieve now because they already have. Is it 5 that are banned plus 2 that are banned for each because they already won with them. So half of the sieve are not available anymore, I believe.
Yeah, they are running pretty dry.
Yeah, we'll start to see some sieves that they don't use a lot.
Which is pretty cool. Yeah, we've had a lot of interesting matchups too in this tournament. I really like tournaments with civ restrictions or modifications or something.
Yeah, it's really interesting, these games we are casting, I believe. At least it is for me. So on Manchuria, I believe Mitoe will be a bit sad that he can't use China anymore now.
Yeah.
Actually, these 2 teams that he used are quite good on this map, so that can be good for Kaiser.
So, he can still play Dutch, right? I think so.
Yes. Yes, Dutch could be a choice here.
I think it might be. I don't know. I mean, he's a Dutch main, so it seems like a good one to pull out here.
Oh yeah, then probably.
I mean, it's not.
Would play, I don't know, Portugal or Russia.
Yeah, Russia's banned too.
Oh yeah. I
It's
keep forgetting this one.
yeah.
And there is still Ottomans for Kaiser,
Oh yeah.
but okay, he has to pick first, so yeah, he doesn't want to face. Oh, but actually, I said that Mitoe can't play China, but that's wrong because he lost with them, so he can play China actually.
Oh yeah, and he's
So
I
we
think
could see that.
I think China's good in this matchup. I
Yeah,
think. At least
yeah,
be
especially with
decent.
the livestock.
Yeah, especially because of the livestock.
And yeah, Mitoe can't play Iroquois actually, but he doesn't mind too much, I guess, because it's not one of the civs he plays a lot. So I strongly expect Mitoe to play either China or Dutch.
Yeah, I think so too. Guess we'll see.
Yeah, some suspense. Yeah, that's a good series. Very close. Some people would expect Kaiser to win versus Mitoe, but he always says that he has very close games versus Mitoe, and it seemed to be true.
Yeah, definitely. These two players are pretty well matched, and Mitoe wants to mirror but can't. Yeah, it's been a good series, close, and we're here in the decisive game, and he does pull out Dutch.
Okay, so his main save apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I tried this matchup a few times. I don't know. I think it's a close matchup.
I think so too.
Because Dutch skirms can sometimes match the forest portalers. And another option is to go for falconets as Dutch, but yeah, I don't believe it's really used at very high level. So I guess we'll see some skirm war.
Yeah, I can see that. Skirms versus Forest Prowlers and both getting upgrades, and that sounds like a fun game. So this is it. This is game 5, the deciding match in the best of 5 finals. Underused Cup, Mitoe versus Kaiserklein. Quick reminder, since this is the last game, any donation you currently make, half of that money will go directly to the prize pool, directly to Mitoe or Kaiserklein, whoever comes out victorious after this match. So if you'd like to, keep that in mind, raise the stakes for what these players are playing for. Map is Manchuria, right? Dutch versus Zero, and looking forward to it.
I'm wondering if maybe Mitoe has one more hand. Well, I don't think it matters that much because it's like the fourth sense, so let's say it's okay.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty even. I mean, both players have their starting hunt and 3 hunts around their TC, which are pretty close.
Yeah, so that's okay. Oh, well, look at that.
Oh.
4x with this Quavoy. And the good thing is that if he wants, he can just build his house mid-map and be sure to save the yaks.
Yeah, and the yaks would be fine. They would just stay there. Oh, he's gotta be careful here. This seems like a fine place for a house, to be honest. I just plop it here. I don't know.
Yeah, but he's blocking his Quavoy all the time with the yaks, so
Like
it wasn't moving for a while.
This makes me nervous. I don't know why. Just build it. Thank you. Yeah,
and some more yaks here.
So all units, 7 yaks to Kaiser and 3 to Mitoe. That's pretty good.
Oh, okay, yeah. Actually, that's a thing because, yeah, Mitoe was thinking maybe he can deny the Quavoy to going to the base and then because there is an option to make a farm with the Travoy, the zero coins, and then you can fatten the yak very fast. But as Kaiser said, it's not possible on the coin start because then you have no house.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, for those who didn't know, yeah, you start with the Travois hero, and then you can transform that into a variety of buildings. Usually players just make it a house, but you can chop the wood for the house, and like bwinner said, on a map with lots of livestock, you can turn it into a farm, and that's where your livestock pattern is. War Chief civs. Also, the farm has nice upgrades for hunting, like further to hunting dogs at the market. So
Well, that's upgrade for hunting, which is nice, but the upgrades in themselves, I think they are not so good. Like they are expensive for what they are. Like compared to Steel Trap or Antique Dog, it's really not so good, I believe.
yeah, it's really just for ultimate greed play. Um,
Yeah.
Which, like you said, I think Mitoe had a build like that. So
But yeah, the coin starts, so that's really good for Dutch.
that is good. And we had a $10 donation from Interjection. Sorry, thanks so much for that. So $5 of that will go to either one of these two players, whoever wins. Mitoe picking up nice 85 wood, so doesn't look too bad for him right now. I'm curious to see what Kaiser's strat will be if he'll.
But Kaiser picking 90 wood as well. So,
Yeah, that is nice. Offsetting wood treasures.
yeah. Also, I would like to say that there is two spawn possible for this map. One with a big stagecoach with 3 TP, but a bit hard to defend all of them. On this one with 2 TP for each players, but the stagecoach, like you can stagecoach your side really easily. So I believe Kaiserklein will do that because he's already taking one of the trading posts. So yeah, he already queued the second one. So yeah, it's a little stagecoach.
That's gonna be really nice. And especially for the Euro player because Dutch doesn't really get that option, or I mean, at least they don't have enough wood to spend on 2 TPs in Stagecoach with banks, and even in H3, you need all that infrastructure. So it's gonna be a nice bonus for the Euro player that Dutch can't necessarily.
Yeah, the thing is, the bank are kind of the same, like some TPs, but they are base. So you usually don't choose to buy TPs because you buy the banks instead. And that's what Mitoe is doing.
Yeah, and he's laying down a second bank now. 700 wood is his first card. As opposed to Bankwagon. Bankwagon is generally what you see if you're facing aggression or once you have more units out quickly.
Yes, I don't know, but because at the same time he didn't want that greedy because he made the rocks early on.
Oh
So
yeah, see, he's got 5 pikes in queue, so the 700 would definitely helps with that.
One Ville is going down. A second one.
Oh no, it's just not worth it.
Well, he killed one Kenya, almost two at least. Okay, two no with the TP fire, so
Yeah.
that makes it not that bad, but still 2 Villes it's a lot.
Yeah.
Especially early on like that.
He could have just lost no vills, but another bank coming down, so he's moving that location. And yeah,
he
this
will
is
lose one more Ville.
Yeah, this is tough.
So 3 Villes total, that's make yeah, but once again he lost some stuff, but that's the result of going greedier than Kaiserklein, so maybe it's not that bad. However, Kaiserklein already has the stagecoach running for him in the back, so he's also quite greedy.
Yeah, it looks pretty even, and 5 vills coming out now for Kaiser, so it looks like he's sort of accomplished what he wanted to on his early aggression. Killed 3 vills, got stagecoach behind it. Now he's shipping 5 vill, and I think he's just going to sort of, go more economically focused now. I'm adding a stable here for composition.
If we look at unit lost, in fact, it's not that bad for Mitoe because he lost 3 wheels, 1 pikeman, and 1 skirmisher, but he killed 3 tomahawks and 3 Kenyas, so it's not so bad in the end.
Yeah, good point. And he's laying down his 5th bank right now, so he's playing a pretty greedy style in general. 5 banks at 730 versus Eero is not too bad. And the question is, though, what's this next engagement going to look like? Can Mitoe hold in his base and get a good trade and age up, or will Eero's mass just be too much? And he's picking up cavalry speed by 5%. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. I wonder, this treasure must be really cool, especially.
Yeah.
Broken.
Can you imagine getting that as Sue too? It would be so quick. Oh yeah, 7 hyenas and a batch of 5 horsemen. Mitoe has to be careful he doesn't get caught out of position.
Yeah, well, he's not on the same side, so there is not much there, but he's not in base. Oh, okay, so
8 pikes is nice. And I imagine he doesn't need Minutemen, but I don't want him to lose any more bells. And he lost 1.
Yeah, that's not the best for Mitoe actually, despite being in base.
Yeah, it looks like he's having trouble
He's
here.
Struggling to use pikemen.
Yeah, his base is a little clustered. And so now we have Minutemen coming out in another batch of 4 skirms. This is going to be enough to repel the Eero player. Actually, this is a pretty nice trade now if Kaiser doesn't leave. Yeah. Looks like he's heading back now. These are pretty fast units, 5 speed.
Yeah, the end of the fight was good for Mitoe.
Yeah. But yeah, he's now up to 4 vills lost.
But still, he is probably a bit ahead in eco. Yes, quite a bit, even with the stagecoach.
Definitely.
So that's quite good for Mitoe because they have the same eco pop. No, the same military pop. Sorry.
Yeah, I guess things are looking pretty decent for him. Kaiser's gonna find another vill here.
Oh,
that's sad.
And I'm surprised that neither of these players are trying to age up, because we said in the beginning of the game that we were expecting a skirmisher, so apparently it's not happening right now. However, Kaiser is now stacking a lot of food, so maybe he wants cheap rates on age up.
He's also eating yaks, which I only generally eat yaks when I'm going for a big timing or trying to get lots of units out. But yeah, 600 coin is in. We'll see if he changes his mind when he sees all these units here from the Dutch player.
Well, the problem is that the Iroquois units, they don't cost gold, so you can't really change your mind here. Because you have the gold, so you can't buy unit with them. You need wood instead.
Good point.
Or, I mean, you could buy wood, but...
yeah, that'd be pretty bad.
Not the best. Yeah.
So, this is a nice decision for Mitoe. A really nice decision.
Yeah, and Kaiser is building a lot of war huts. I don't know, he want to build time with them, probably.
Yeah, they're kind of in awkward locations. Like this one just got up, it's going to go down to, you know, I suppose the last war hut will stay alive because he'll be able to send his unit shipments and train Joaquinas, or I mean force prowlers and whatnot. But this is a really awkward time to be the Eero player. But Mitoe's deciding not to age up behind this. He's spending all of his resources. Granted, stacking 1,000 coin, but trying to spend it.
Yeah, that's a bit surprising. I'm not sure what he wants to do with this coin.
Yeah.
That's intentional.
Wow.
Okay, so
that war hut goes down again, and another one being built. But
yeah, that's the fourth one. So that's 1,000 wounds in total.
Yeah, and it's gonna lose some housing infrastructure.
Yeah, so Yeah, that's a bit hard because Kaiser has to chop a lot of wood to rebuild all the stuff, and then he's not making units. So Mitoe can keep pushing.
Yeah, this game
And
is
Mitoe is gonna age now, so
okay.
he's going back.
He feels just so far ahead. Shipment sent the Euro player hasn't even sent his shipment. Well, he has now, but I don't think he had one when he aged up. Nothing has arrived.
Yeah, okay, so there we go
Uh,
with 5 shares. Yeah, I guess since he had no infrastructure, because Mitoe took down everything, he couldn't make units, so he could spend the resources on the shipment, and then he decided to go for this kind of mercenary shipments.
yeah, and he's gonna try to get something done with it, but I don't know. A lot of pikes here still, a lot of hus. A lot of
Yeah.
hus, more hus going in. And he's just going to kind of jam everything in, but the positioning looks pretty good for Mitoe this time.
Yeah, I guess since he saw Mitoe was aging, he thought maybe that's my last hope to take a good fight, and if I don't take this opportunity, I will just never win. So he tried, but it's a bit hopeless.
Yeah, it was worth a try, alas. Trying is the first
But
step to failure.
actually, the trade wasn't that bad, but still no, he has no anti, and there is some SRs left.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
Reuters
yeah,
on envoys.
and on point. He lost a few villagers, but the military is. I don't think Euro can really catch up to this. And the economy still are Dutch favored.
Yeah, but that's a bit disappointing that Mitoe decided to go for Reuters instead of Mark. It would have been easier to kill these forest crawlers with some hussars.
Yeah, definitely.
But no, Kaiser is shipping for Kenya, so Mitoe will be pretty happy to have the Reuters.
Yep, and he's ahead in the skirmisher count, so gonna not be feeling any pressure there. I'm curious.
Yeah.
So forest prowlers are 137.20, and skirmers are 144.18. But the hero is not alive to help with stats.
Yeah, I think with the heroes, the forest crawlers become slow. It's about to say.
Yeah. Those envoys are tanking pretty dang well. Oh yeah, and a nice raid there. But
yeah, the main find is quite close actually.
yeah, I was kind of surprised. I think those Kanyas are on top of the skirmishers, but those envoys actually are pretty decent helping. And yeah, so a few husks coming in, getting cleaned up by the musket riders though, but Reuters and Melee are going to try to slow down these forest prowlers while the skirmishers clean them up from behind. And and this envoy was celebrating. Did you see that? He like
No, I didn't see
he
that.
raised both his arms and like I don't know. He was
Must be funny.
he was happy they won. That he didn't die like
It
his
looks so
brothers.
funny. And there is some very exposed villagers over here.
Oh yeah, they're gonna wander into the Dutch player's line of sight, I think. Yeah, if Mitoe sees this, it's kind of GG. I'm not sure Euro can defend it.
Yeah, and anyway, this ant is also running out of food, so the Kaiser will have to go for a more exposed one even. So
Yeah.
Okay, no, Mitoe is killing some of the village.
Yeah. Ooh, a nice split to get 4.
Yeah.
And now he's just very far ahead in the economy. Lots of Kanyas coming in. Kaiser's gonna try to get a cap switch, but there's enough Reuters here.
It's a good one, but I'm not sure it will be enough.
Yeah.
Okay, some more Reuters are coming in the back, so Mitoe should be okay.
Yeah, those are decent trade though for what Euro had, but end of the day, there's just more stuff here for the Dutch player, more economy, more reinforcements, and that's the tell to take, I think. But Kaiser's hanging on. I mean, he doesn't want to let Mitoe win the pot too quickly.
Yeah, but Mitoe was wasting a bit his routers here. So he needs to rebuild some cav really fast now.
Yeah, and he's got some on the way. Only a batch of 3, but oh, that villager goes down.
Okay, 7 routers shipment from Mitoe, so once they arrive, he will be fine.
Yeah, and you're right. These villagers are very exposed, but
yeah, so no, that's terrible.
So yeah, if we look at all units, 26 skirms to 17 forest prowlers, so it's just not enough. And
I like that Mitoe is coaching a lot with the envoys he made earlier.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. A couple Kanyas here, but those are gonna get picked off pretty soon. It's really unfortunate that the hero player hasn't had their explorer this whole time. I don't know. Generally, it seems worth to dance it back, but he was just so far behind this game. I don't know. And now finally the villagers getting caught on the coin mine by the Reuters.
Oh, but meanwhile, the Kenyas are okay. No, they are dead.
Yeah, they got pieced apart. And now, yeah, infantry combat for the Dutch player, and GG well played from Kaiser. And that's the series. Mitoe takes it 3-2 in a close match versus Kaiser.
Congratulations to Mitoe. He did really well this tournament. I'm impressed.
Yeah, that was a nice showing. I mean, there's some pretty good players signed up to play, and of course Kaiser. I mean, these are some of the best players in the game right now, so it's nice to have this showing and see the closest.
I mean, there was some seeding done by themselves for the 8 top players from the LAN, and Kaiser and Lord Raphael were really on top of these seeds. Like there were the 2 first by very far, and Mitoe defeated both of them. So that's really impressive.
Yeah, that's a good point. Good way to look at it. Thanks everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed the coverage. This was the Underused Cup, so players could not use France, Britain, Germany, Russia, or India. I believe I've got all those right. So we got to see some cool matchups that we don't really get to see in a tournament setting all too often. And I had the pleasure of casting with bwinner. Thank you very much.
That was a pleasure for me as well. It was a really nice series.
Yeah, thanks. No problem. It was a fun one-day tournament. I think I'd like to be able to do more one-day tournaments like this. I think it has a nice flow to it. So